What is up, everybody? This is Easy Street Gaming, bringing another Brutal Age video. It's on Zira, 3-star specialist, damage specialist. She's pretty awesome. I'm gonna break right into it. We're gonna do all three versions of her. She's got huge attacks. Kind of needs a little help though, because she's a 3-star partner, so she lacks in the health department. So a little low on health. She can die pretty easily. But if you bring in someone that can bring her back to life, or someone that can shield her or heal her, you may be surprised how useful she is. So we'll start off with Red Zira. Her Legion skill is Inspire, and that's 30% morale goes to the Beastmasters if Zira survives the partner battle. Remember, every time that you have a battle of troops, your partners will fight first, so don't forget to put your partners in. And if Zira survives, that you'll get a 30% increase on your morale for your Beastmasters. And here's our new T6. T6, as if 5s weren't expensive enough. First skill, called Thorn. She gets up real close to him, and I guess she pricks him with a thorn. You see it right there on the right side of the screen. Got all three colors, by the way, fighting on the right side. One of them is at level 40. The other two are a 4-star, working their way up. So Thorn, yes, does damage over 2 rounds, or 20% chance to do damage over 2 rounds. Second skill, this is a monster, really. It's called the Giant Piranha Flower, and it's basically one of the man-eating flowers. It pops up out of the ground, attacks one enemy. It ignores defenses. It does a lot of damage. Third skill, she gets the third skill after the third awakening. It's called Sliven's Best Blessing. This is by far her strongest ability. Basically, she will make herself invincible for 2 rounds, and then she'll give a boost, a buff to the rest of the team for attack and defense for 2 rounds. And this is what makes her so effective. Even though she has low health, she's invincible about a third of the time. And because she has the lowest health or lowest hit point on the team, most of the time they're still attacking her. So she'll absorb all these hits. She won't get any damage. Really good skill. I got her first, as far as it kind of blows the whole anticipation. But yeah, she's first out of the 3. Don't use her on the clan monster though, because he will steal the third skill from her, and he'll be invincible for 2 rounds. He'll steal the buffs, he'll attack you better, he'll defend better. You won't be able to hurt him. So she may do a lot of damage, but not on the clan monster. And her leader skill, 23% critical rate. So you'll boost up your critical rate, 23%. Here's a couple partners that works really well with her. And as a matter of fact, at the end of this video, we have them both in a battle with her. Blue Zira, also Inspire for the Legion skill, 30% more morale to the Shaman, and that's only if she survives a partner battle. Now her attacks are strong as well. It's what it is what makes the difference in all the in the Ziras are the third skills. The third skills vary quite a bit between the 3 of them. And there's the newest Shaman. Now you may have seen the Sliven word before, and that's with one of our newer partners, Woody. So they come from the same, I don't know, breed, tree people. I think they called them hippies back in the day. Her first skill, I think all 3 of them had the same first skill, which is Thorn, which is attack 1 enemy. And you'll see them on the right side when they attack, and you see like a little lightning or something, some kind of electricity go from them. That's the Thorn. And Thorn damages them, and then has the capability of damaging them over another round or 2. So that's an extended damage. And once again, I think all 3 of them use Thorn. Second skill, Blue Zira, also the Giant Piranha Flower, just like Red. And this is a formidable attack. It's only attacking 1, so it's not an elite attack, I would say. I think elite attacks are when you do massive damage to the whole team. But you'll see that with the Red Zira, which is fully upgraded, she can do 25 or 30,000 damage at any given time, especially against a green with Red Zira. Third skill, Rage of the Forest, attacks an enemy and freezes the target for 2 rounds. there's a lot of possibilities, but I think that you will have to build a team or include her in a team of either stun or freeze, because just freezing one partner it's one of those things that's it's a useful skill, but it's not a take over the whole match type of skill. I've got her ranked as number 2 among the Ziras, and you can see her stats are pretty good. That's at 6 stars. She's got almost 5,000 health. Attacks at about 500, so you can probably get her health over 10,000. You can get her attack. I know you can get her attack over 1,200 combined. So she has a pretty good punch. And then the freeze ability, that's something that you're gonna have to work with other partners with, and if you get creative, you might be able to do something special there. Her leader skill is critical rate 23% for blue only. And here's a couple other freeze partners. You got the Blue God of Earth, you got Blue Icy Duchess. I think all the Icy Duchesses freeze. Let's take a quick break from Zira and go into these war patterns and artifacts. They'll make or break your partners. Make sure you only use 5-star patterns on your final build. Eventually, you're gonna sell all your gray 5 stars as soon as you can. Make sure you have 10 to 15 green to purples before you do that. Eventually, you'll sell all the greens as well, and you only keep blue and above. Those have 3 attributes to begin with. You can utilize good planning and elite patterns to free up the head or one of the hands, and I'll show you how here in a second. And down bottom of the screen right here, you see all the different war patterns and when to sell them. Kind of, you have to kind of play this by ear on how fast you're actually accumulating the war patterns. So let me show you this. Right now we have speed on the left hand, and now the figures on the right side. That's just considering what we see right here in front of us. If you get purple war patterns, that means they have all of the attributes on them ahead of time. You see that one right there got up to 11 speed as a sub stat, and there's another one with 12. So what you can do is take off the left hand speed and go, and once you have several speed based substats in the purple, you can start upgrading them. Make sure that the speed catches 3 or 4 upgrades, because it's all luck. So it shows you how difficult it actually is to do this. But you may be able to remove speed from the left hand, put attack on the left hand, and use speed in the stats to actually get even more speed than you did with just using left-handed speed. It may be confusing if you want to pause it and read this and think about it for a second. It's a really good way to improve a place that a lot of people don't think you can improve. I've heard good players feel like they're stuck because they can't get any better with speed, or they can't get any better with their stats, but they're not using the sub-stats the way they could. Green Zira, also an Inspire for her Legion skill, plus 30% morale for warriors. And there's our new T6 warriors. I think they give them gold outfits. Pretty badass. If she survives a partner battle, now see there's her pet. She's got a pet plant. That's why she walks around with so much confidence. First skill, like all Ziras, is Thorn. She'll attack and possibly do damage over more than one round. We sped up a little bit on the right hand side in the actual video, and in this replay you'll see Ghost, how helpful Ghost is with Zira's second skill, Bloodthirsty Chomper. Bloodthirsty Chomper, he looks just like the Piranha, but it's a little different. Instead of attacking and ignoring the enemy's defense like the Piranha, it attacks and prevents the enemy from recovering health. And if it kills the enemy, it will recover hit points by 35% for the user, Miss Green Zira. So it's a pretty strong skill. And once you third awaken Green Zira, you will get her third ability. It's called Natural Ally. And what she does is she will attack the enemy, and she will attack with one random teammate. So you can bring the strength of one of your teammates to one of the attacks, which is another useful. It's kind of like the red Berserker does the same thing, and we have some of the strong partners like the Marionette. She does the same thing. So overall, useful. All three colors are useful. They're not the partners that are going to take over for you, though. I've said that before, and they need a little help. So if you can get the help for them, like the Ghost or like a healer, or there's a bunch of options, then they can really do a lot of the heavy lifting for you as far as damage. So Easy rankings. Green Zira was third versus Wise and Brave. Very close to Wise. Basically, I think they're about the same. But Brave, because of her third ability, with the invincibility and the buff for the team, that puts her way out in front. You can try Green Zira with this team, which is the combination of the third awakened boar with the catfish fighter, and then you can have the speed of the green god of earth. And if you don't have her, you can put in a little work and get the green demon killer from the old bald smithy. So you're guaranteed to get him. You have to work for it, and that's a great team. Zira would fit in perfectly in that team as a big damage person. Now the boar will probably soak up all the hits. The catfish fighter will protect the boar, so it'll be a big mess for them. So war patterns. My advice with Zira: focus on her strengths, which is the attack, and cover her weaknesses with other partners. I got a couple different options here. They're all very similar. The first one would be Badger and Lion, and use critical rate on the helmet and critical rate percentage, and then attack percentage on the left hand, the right hand, arm, and then for substats, speed, attack percentage, critical rate damage. These are all really attack based stats. I've seen people that try to make sure. Oh, and by the way, make sure you use the Zira for the leader and use the critical rate for her leader skill as well, and that will really help out with the critical rate. And the Badger will help you out with the critical rate damage. So when you get the big attacks in, you're going to be one shot in some of the smaller partners. A couple people that Zira loves: Rockwell, the Ghost. We've seen the Ghost in with him. And here we mentioned earlier how we had the Red Tree Man and Red Nomad, and they're in there with Zira right now, Red Zira. Now you have your speed team. You'll go left hand speed, attack on the helmet on the right hand, same substats. And with this, try to use some speed leaders like the Blue Black Shaman, even the Blue Wolf. You can get him at the beginning of the game, and he has a really good speed buff as far as the leader skill, and he's strong. I know this because I had to make him for the videos. I was really surprised. So there's a lot of options as far as team leaders for speed, especially when you're starting out. And with every speed build, you have to have the opposite. And people may think this is strange when you first start playing, to hear that there's the opposite, which is the slow build. Only problem that you might have with the slow build is it all revolves around the Green Nomad. You have to have Green Nomad, which slows every person on both sides of the team down to one notch under his speed, so everyone's got the same speed. And by doing this, you can take the speed out of your war patterns altogether, and you can use attack all over your war pattern. You can use attack up top on all three, use attack percentage on all three, and the sky's the limit with Zira. I've seen her do almost 40,000 damage, 38,000 damage, and I wasn't really even looking for it. It just happened she just happened to smash someone. So that's probably a fairly common number once you have her maxed out at level 40 and fully awakened. And with this option, go with the Smilodon or 6 Lion. Now Red Zira, being the strongest of them all, can be used with a specialized team that you'll see all over ranked matches right now. The team is the Red God of Earth, Red Little Ghost, and the Red Nomad King, along with the Red. Normally you'll see the Red Marksman in there with them, but you can take the Marksman out and use Red Zira instead. And she'll get killed a lot, but the Red Ghost will keep on bringing her back. She'll come back and she'll do one of her attacks right away, and she's a monster that way. Build this a little differently. Use critical rate damage along with Wolf between 2 and 6, and then you also have the Lion. You just fill in the rest with Lion. Whew, a lot of information. Hope you guys can get it all. It's like a whirlwind of talking for me. I appreciate everyone for watching. We have every 3-star coming out again. We have all the 4-stars coming out again. They'll be on my channel. They'll be on the Brutal Age, the new Brutal Age channel on YouTube. Appreciate everyone for watching. Till next time. It's been easy.